Okay, hey fellas. So, as a part of the POC of our product, I started with a basic demo of controlling Raspberry Pi's Gpio, which happens to be our endpoint device as for our development purpose. So that we has started off with controlling the Raspberry Pi's Gpio over the internet through MQTT. So for that, I am using Mqtt as the broker and Peho Eclipse's Peho as the MQTT client. So basically my source is written in Java. Here as you can see, this is the source code. So for deployment, I have exported the source file as a jar and deployed it in the Raspberry Pi. So coming to the hardware setup, so here as you can see, this is the hardware setup for this demo. So it has a Raspberry Pi and a power source, which is a power bank here, which will produce 5-volt input power. And so on the breadboard you can see an LED, and which is wired to a Gpio pin 15 of the Raspberry Pi, which happens to be the pin which will be controlled by my source code. And on the breadboard you can also see a resistor, and which is connected to the ground pin of the Gpio on the Raspberry Pi. So this is the hardware setup. So here so here you can see 4 terminals open on my workstation. So basically on one of my terminals I'll be running the Mqtt broker. Here the broker has started. So and I'll be using MQTT pub, a Mosquito pub, for publishing the messages over the MQTT in order to send commands to the Raspberry Pi, and Mosquito subscriber tool for receiving the messages sent by the Raspberry Pi. So as part of my source code, Raspberry Pi at every interval it will be broadcasting its status, so which I need to monitor on the command prompt. So on this command, this is a shell screen through which I will be controlling the Raspberry Pi. So once I start run this jar file which I have exported on the Raspberry Pi, at first it will turn on the LED and starts broadcasting its status. So as you can see here, the LED is turned on, and so when I start subscribing for the status of this using Mosquito subscriber, here you're getting the message. See, the status messages is on. Every second it broadcasts its status. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is, using the Mosquito publishing tool, I am going to send a command to the Raspberry Pi to turn off this LED. Yeah, as you can see here, this is my Mosquito publishing command message. So it has the Gpio status as off. So once I send this command, the LED here turns off. Yeah, it is turned off here, and the status here you can see it is broadcasting as off now. So if I want it to turn back on, I'll send a message as on. So yes, the command is accepted and processed. So now the LED status is turned on. Yeah. Yep, as you can see, the LED is glowing. So yeah, pretty much it, guys. So this is for the part of POC, and based on this straightforward logic. We are, I'm going to planning to add some more functionalities so that we can deliver a full-fledged controlled ecosystem of devices. Yeah, thank you.